Welcome to a special edition of Distance from Center. I have with me Mr. Fred Winner. Freddie, really happy to have spent the day with you. I know it's not where you wanted to be today. You were supposed to be in Australia and visa consulate issues got in the way. Tell the folks what really happened.
Yeah, so did the whole thing in the normal way, and I was pretty excited to go to Moomba and skiing okay. And yeah, I didn't think I'd be sitting here today, but unfortunately, they didn't like the fact that I was going in for a tournament. We've all got to watch out for that, guys. We're all going to get stuck with it at some point, so we'll see how it goes. But there we go.
Wow. So bureaucrats, what are you going to do, right?
The worst.
Super unfortunate. In fact, another athlete didn't make it too. Who was that?
Sasha from Belarus.
Okay, not Sasha, the French water slalom skier, but Sasha, the Russian
Jumper and overall,
jumper.
yeah.
So super unfortunate. Sorry for you too, also Sasha. Sorry to hear that. But what we're here to talk about, since we didn't get to ski today, or we didn't get to ski at Moomba, is what did happen over there. Kind of oddly, working through the scores we didn't expect first is John Travers, probably the biggest upset of the event. What did JT get?
2.5 at 38 or 11.25.
Which is super letdown for JT. Great skier, great athlete. Do you know how he's been skiing this spring?
I don't know, but I mean, obviously that's a school that's below him. He's a really good skier, and it just shows, like, you know, honestly, having only one bad score there, that's kind of pretty good for a Moomba. I mean, the conditions did look good, but I mean, you look at him, he was the only guy that went down, and he'll be pissed off. Right,
I'm sure he'd be very unhappy. So, but you did mention to me while we were watching the webcast that if you look carefully, there's a big storm drain coming out of the shoreline right by that buoy. So there's a possibility that there was some current actually cross course there.
Yeah, I mean, it's super weird. I mean, John came into buoy 3 at 38 in good shape. It's an onside turn. You put your life on him turning that buoy. So
right.
Really strange. But I mean, I know having skied there, I get it on my onside turn coming back the other way. So instead of buoy 3 at buoy 4 coming the other way, you just kind of get that handle all weird, and you come into it and it feels strange. So that was my takeaway from that. I don't know. John will have a better idea. I mean, I know that he didn't look too happy, but
no.
But that's Moomba. I mean, you know, I mean, look, me, I tried to go there, I didn't make it. Like, and then there's John. He never made it to the next round, having actually turned up. So I mean, that's life. That's pro skiing, and you know, he's paid entry fees and flights and hotels and stuff. He will not be super happy, and that's the hashtag life of a skier, I'm afraid.
Okay, so moving on, a couple notable scores of skiers that did get into the semifinals. Nate Smith skied pretty much below expectations, 3.5 at 39.
Yeah, I'm not sure the last time I saw him miss 39. I mean, he ran it straight off the dock 2 or 3 years ago in a runoff. I mean, he doesn't do that at Moomba, but that's kind of his event. He skis really well there. But again, that was that buoy 4 onside turn, that kind of weird squirrely next to that drainage thing. I don't know. He looked good. I mean, I was impressed with him, and a strange thing to see him. I mean, honestly, I've got to be honest. I wasn't really watching because I just assumed he'd run it.
Right.
And then suddenly I'm like, oh, there's spray everywhere. He's in, and so it's weird, but it happens, I guess. Yeah. He's in. He doesn't care. He's going to go to the next round. That's whatever.
Right. Okay, and that brings us to second from top seed is Robert Fugazi. How amazing did he look today?
Yeah, my boy Bobby. I'm going to be totally honest. We were all sitting here watching it. I wasn't 100% sure how he was going to do first time on the Yarra, but God, did he kill it. He looked so good from the first buoy. I'm happy for him. I like him. He's a really good skier and a nice guy. And equaling, well, we'll get to that later, but equaling the current course record, whatever it was at that point, 3 at 41, straight off the dock, amazing. And his onside turn looks outrageous.
Yeah.
It's really working really, really well. Finishing super open, ski like 90 degrees, but not loading too hard. Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's really the best I've seen him ski.
He looked killer. And, you know, he's 21. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm scared of him.
Okay.
He's killing it, and that was he's going to do some big stuff this year.
Now, speaking of that course record of 3 at 41, the commentators named off the number of skiers that currently, or until that point, had the course record. Who are those skiers, and any corrections you want to make?
I mean, I didn't get mentioned, but I mean, it's whatever. I don't care. You know, it's whatever. Like.
All right, so
especially now, completely immaterial.
Who had the course record until?
I'm gonna say Parrish. Parrish won. He won Moomba by pass one year for like in 13 or something. Like
Right.
he ran 3:41. I think Will, Nate have done it all multiple times. Thomas DeGaspery a few times, and I did it one time. I joined them.
Okay, so those are all three 341s in the past, and then Will Asher. I mean, never to be underestimated, but holy crap, how much would you have bet that Will Asher would not have run 5 at 41 in the first round?
When I saw him come out of 1 at 38, I'd have bet a lot of money he wasn't going to make it to 2. So,
Right.
he did amazingly. And he said in his interview afterwards, he did a good interview, and he said, I was a bit nervous, a bit, kind of feeling it out. And his 1 at 38 was, I mean, there's no beating around the bush. It was horrifically bad. Like, that's the worst thing you can do on a rubbish course like that. It's usually pretty hard. But he made it to 2 and then ran the whole way down. His 39 was ridiculous. His 41, 1 and 2, it's like they didn't shorten the rope. It's good to see him ski like that. Like, I mean, I've always been a big fan of how he skis. That's really, really good skiing. I mean, I've skied there a lot, and look, the conditions looked really good today. I mean, anyone watching on the webcast, you can't really tell. It looked great. There was obviously no current at the point they skied. It's still the Yarra River.
Right.
It looked good, but I mean, to get to 3, turning the offside turn there. I mean, okay, he didn't have much pressure on him. It's not the final round or whatever. He got around 5. That's some pretty serious skiing.
Amazing. And again, in a notoriously difficult ski site, I think you made the point that this is equal to Will's best score for the last 12 months. So, I mean, maybe he's just on fire.
Second best score.
Second best score. Sorry. Right. But it's nearly as good as he skied in a year. And we're just going to leave that alone.
I would leave it alone. I wouldn't go down that route.
All right, folks. Hey, that's it. Thank you. Hopefully you watch the finals tomorrow. Semis, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, Frederick winner.